Briggs and Stratton Raceway Park, also known as Badger. This is the 206 Junior, I want to say, or 206 Sportsman. I'm sorry, I'm bad at my job. Anyways, you can see, don't know his number, but the orange car is leading. And here we go. I'm gonna try and find out their numbers. 59 leading. 59 keeps that first place, holding off that hungry 88, and it looks like they're going 3-ride right off the bat. The 88 kind of backs off, but the 57, I mean, in that Merlin says no way and starts pulling away from the 59. The 57, 59, and the 55, your current top three. However, that is likely to be subject to change since this is only the beginning of the race. So the 57 pulling away from that 59 who is in second. Everyone's kind of spreading themselves out. Sorry, I don't English very well. Here we go. 57 leads the first lap. Here we go. A good view of the hairpin here. 57. It gets a little loose there, or a little tight. I don't know. He came in weird. He didn't get in as close as he. I don't know. I'm not good at Kurtz or English. Anyway, 57. Like I was trying to say, still leading 59 behind him, and the 55 both pretty far away. But behind them, the 8 and I don't know what cart that is, but the 8 pretty far behind him, holding off the 7 for trying to take his position. 57 leading, heading it into the second turn of the hairpin. There we go, 7 right on the 8's bumper. Not very much action going on now. A lot of spreading out we see. The 55, 57, and 59 all your top three, followed by the 8 and the 7, who are just battling to not be last at this point. Meanwhile, that 57 once again still leading as he leads yet another lap. That 59 trying to catch up though. You can see that gap getting shorter before your very eyes. There we go, heading into the second turn of the hairpin. Ooh, the 57. You can see he's losing that gap he was able to create with the 59. 59's catching up. Good news for him, bad news for the 57. Meanwhile, behind him, the 8 still holding off the 7. He hasn't really tried anything, but he's also pretty close to him in speed. So I expect the 7 to attempt a few passes towards the end. Meanwhile, there's the 57. The 57, 59, 55, pretty close right now. That 59 trying to catch up to the 57. I heard them get loose. Like this, you probably hear it too in the camera, I don't know. But anyway, the 59 right on that 57's bumper. There we go, 57 about to lead his next lap. If you're watching all of the Heat videos, which who would do that? Anyway, in most of the Heat videos, this has happened. One person just gets an early lead and tends to keep it. No really battles for first going on. There's been a little more battles towards the mid-pack and the late pack. Towards the back. There we go. I believe this is 2 to go this time by as the 57 leads yet another lap. That 59 right there, though. I expect him to pull something. Maybe not make the pass, but I expect him to try. Meanwhile, the 7 right on that 8's back bumper. If this were a highway, I would call tailgating. But, 59 kind of goes on the outside and back in for a second there. Don't know what that was about. 39, he knows it's towards the end. He's trying to get that pass now. You can see him. Oh, there was a bit of smoke there as he got loose. Not quite able to hold it all during the boot as the 55 now backed off a bit because of that. 59, about to go on the 57, but on the inside of the 57 heading into the hairpin, but is shut down by him. Meanwhile, he is still fighting for that, though. Right there on his back bumper. Behind him, the 8 and the 7 really spread out. I think something. I'm sorry, I'm not able to spread my attention that far. I don't know what happened. I think one of them got extremely loose. And no, the 59 too far behind the 57 to win now. Looks like the 57 has won the first heat. Checkered! And the order is 57, 59, 55, and 8 and 7. Thank you for watching. I shall see you in the second. Racio Park, also known as Badger. This is the feature for, I believe, Sportsman 206. I'm smart. Anyways, the 57 in the pole. 7 in second and green flag. There we go, 57 with the early lead, followed by the 7 as they head into the sweeper. And there we go, everyone kind of in a group here. I wasn't able to record the second heat. I kind of wish I did because they were all extremely close in time, extremely close in skill set, so they're all late. Anyway, the 57 still leading. Here we go as they head into the boot, the 7. No one's really trying to make any moves. That's a pretty smart choice, in my opinion. You don't really want to go for anything until towards the end, but you don't want to go for it at the very end or else it might get too late. 8 kind of goes to the outside there. There we go, 57 leads another lap. There they go, the 57 of Camden Helmick. Oh yeah, he needs shoutouts. Camden Helmick 2, Camden Helmick 3, Camden Helmick 4. That's 4 shoutouts right there. You're welcome. No need to thank me. But Camden Helmick in that 57, 5 times, in that 57 cart, slowly pulling away from everyone else. The 7 in second, and the 55 in third. The 59 in fourth, and the 8th and 5th. This class isn't really known for passing, but they are all close to each other. So if just one of them learned how to pass extremely well, he would by no doubt be the winner almost every time. Not saying they're bad at passing. I'm just saying that. Like, yeah, you probably get it. Don't take offense to that. I say a lot of stupid things. So there we go, the 57 of Camden, 6 times, slowly pulling away. There they go, the 7, trying to catch up. have like sunburn on my eyelids. I know that's off topic, but I don't care. So the 57 pulling away from the rest of the pack. The 7 leading the pack, and oh, it looked like the 8 tried to go on the outside for a second there. If he wants to pass, he should do it in turn 1 or no man's land, in my opinion. But here he goes, the 57 leading yet another lap. The 59 and the 8 falling a bit behind, not so far, so they can catch up, but if things keep going like they are, I don't know if they will be able to get back into contention. That's not saying that they're out, I mean, like, back in contention for first. Because right now I feel like everyone is pretty much just battling for that second place position so far. Everyone right next to each other, because at this point, the 57 who is in first has pulled away so much by now. Hello. Camden helmet 7 times. Still in first, still pulling away from everyone else. The 7 leading the pack, because technically the 57's not really in a pack there. But there they go, 57 leads yet another lap. As you can see, Camden Helmich in that 57 machine, he's just kind of spread out from everyone else. As they head into the hairpin, you can see everyone is pretty much right next to each other except for him. Good job by him, by the way. And here we go. The 59 pulling away from the 8. Looks like he's going to be left alone for a bit and last. Thank you. Here we go. The 57 in first. A pack of 3, really. In the 7, the 55, and the 59 right there. But there they go in the hairpin. Not much happening so far as in passing, but everyone here is pretty equal, as I have said a few times. So, alright, so here we go. 57. I believe this would be the 2 to go mark. Or not, you know. Whatever floats your boat. As you can see, the 57 is really just pulling away now. He's not really like extremely far ahead, but he's at such a distance where I don't think that anyone can catch up to him in time if things keep going like this. So here they go.
Checking my track. Now these guys want that Wally sign over the far side of the track. So I'm about to get the actual story though, apparently for Bingo.
So there they go. The 57 still ahead of everyone else, and it looks like the 59 tried to go on the outside for a second there to get that 3rd place position. They're just fighting for a place on the podium now. Here he goes, the 57. White flag. 1-0. White flag. So all the 57 needs to do is keep this nice lead he's made for himself right now, and he has won this. So here we go. There they go. The 57, it looks like he's won this as it heads through no man's land. He created that nice gap early on, and it helped him in the long run. Here he goes. The 57 won the feature, followed by the 7.